Hi, Smiles Red Songbird. Part 2 of the Holy Royal Family Tree. Edwin Birdsong, Eve's Mary, DeMichelle Birdsong's first husband, was a veteran. Jimi Hendrix, who was DeMichelle Birdsong's son, Sling Birdsong, Edwin Birdsong's son, was a vet when he was Jimi Hendrix. He was a paratrooper. He used to jump out of airplanes. DeMichelle Birdsong's cousin, retired Lieutenant John Hopper, who was General Douglas MacArthur in the World War II, was a fighter pilot in Vietnam, commanding officer in Vietnam, standing here with President Clinton. And Jesus Christ, DeMichelle Birdsong's husband, was a Royal Japanese samurai soldier. So I just want you to know these people were powerful. And Eve's mate, Adam, was a fisherman. That's where he said he learned to be a man. John Stossel said that's the most dangerous job there is, being a fisherman on a boat. And he was also a very good hockey player. He couldn't decide whether he wanted to become a professional hockey player, which is a very macho sport, or a singer. And he chose to sing to Eve, and she's very glad he did. But he has a hockey rink in the basement of his house in Vancouver. All right, let's go on with the Holy Family Tree. Adam and Eve's sons. The oldest son was Cain, Captain Devin Gangadine, Buzz Aldrin, who they said went to the moon. Some people say the trip to the moon was a hoax. I tend to believe it. But anyway, Cain was a very good son to Eve. And you can see this video. It's called Michelle Interviews Yogi Pilot, Captain Devin Gangadine. He's part Indian, part English, on Michelle Birdsong YouTube channel. And this is Alexander Danilian, a Russian American who was an army contractor in Iraq. So that's a very macho job too. So is being an airline pilot. Flying is very dangerous. Michael Monroe said that before he died in a plane crash. And Alexander was Alexander the Great. And you can see this video. It's called Beer versus Weed, on the Michelle Birdsong YouTube channel. Part 2, which is hilarious. You really want to see part 2. Is at the Mainstream Includes to You channel, or Mainstream Includes to the Marginalized channel, Beer versus Weed Part 2. Over here is a video, Oster MP4. Willie Davis was Green Bay Packers, was my 1967 Valentine. He was a defensive captain for the Green Bay Packers when they were winning, when Vince Lombardi was their coach. That's a very, very macho sport, football. Okay, DeMichelle Birdsong and Eve and Adam's second son was Abel. His name is now Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps, when he was William Earl Dixon of Clarksville, Tennessee, a championship swimmer and lifeguard, saved Minnow's life. Minnow was my nickname as a child. He saved my life. I just stopped swimming. I was tired. I had no reason to live. So I stopped swimming. I was 9 years old. He jumped in the pool. Next thing I knew, I was being pulled out of the pool. I was amazed. So he did that. That's my second son, Abel. Adam and Eve's third son, Seth, name now is Will Smith. I must have seen this picture 10 times, The Pursuit of Happiness. Look at that body language. I always comment on it. It's so good. He looks so defeated, doesn't he? Got $200 million. He can act like he's defeated. That's amazing. That's a really great, great actor. And his son, Jaden. That's The Pursuit of Happiness. Up here are scenes from a very, very funny movie, Hitch. And he's dancing. He's like a geek, and he's so good at that. It just makes you laugh and laugh and laugh. Okay, so that's the sons of the very first family. And this is the Eve and Adam. Alright, now I made some notes here. Eve said, I'll just keep the camera as long as my arm doesn't give out on Adam and Eve. Eve said, all my children this life, Anthony, Tony, Craig Williams, sing Birdsong, Robin Birdsong, and Melanie L. Spear, and her father, my second husband, Michael John Spear. Where's he? There's Michael John Spear, who was a great master, someone sing. Michael John Spear helped me immensely to refine the God Charan Singh guided cure for the world's ill madness. Talk and share. Beverly Woodard, then psychiatric nurse, asked me to do talk and share with her often. She found a man she got married and had kids with, and I presume she was happy. I know they went to Paris on their honeymoon, and they got married at the Botanical Gardens in Brooklyn. The kids and I, Singing Robin and I were there. Okay, love is forever. We are attracted to it. My granddaughter, Jandara Ranziger, was my mother. This is my granddaughter. She was my mother, Corinne Beatrice Crowder. Louder with Crowder. Stephen Crowder was my husband in a past life. He was John Rolfe, R-O-L-F, one of the first English settlers, and he is the one who started importing or exporting tobacco. He became a tobacco farmer. Her mother, Jandara's mother, my mother's mother, my grandmother, Mama Mill, has taken birth as my daughter, Melanie Lynn Spear. See, love attracts love. Sami G. South was my disciple when I was Tulsi Sahib, the starter of Satmat. He's taken birth. Sami G has taken birth as my grandson, Seth Ranziger. Seth Ranziger, Sami G's wife, then is now his mother, Melanie L. Spear. Love attracts. Lou Ranziger's devoted fan, when he was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., is now his grandmother, the Michelle Birdsong. Ostara Gloria Turner's great-granddaughter, Minnow, Mild Red, the Michelle Birdsong, is now Ostara's, let me read that again, Ostara Gloria Turner's granddaughter, great-granddaughter. Minnow, Miles Red, the Michelle Birdsong, is now Ostara's grandmother. Okay? Look at that. When Ostara Gloria was Hiawatha, her now grandmother, the Michelle Birdsong, was her dear friend called the Peacemaker. He had a talking difficulty, so Hiawatha articulated the Peacemaker's ideas to unite the 5 tribes and called them the Iroquois Nation. So Hiawatha, Ostara Gloria, and the Peacemaker the Michelle Birdsong, united the tribes into the Iroquois nation. Ostara Gloria is one of the babies. The song, when a newborn baby is born, the world gets one more chance. From the Edwin Birdsong album, What It Is, words by the Michelle Birdsong, showed the Michelle Birdsong, Ostara, showed the Michelle Birdsong when Ostara was 6 or 7 months old, that an infant unable to breastfeed goes through pain akin to a heroin addict withdrawing from that drug. Okay, and the Michelle Birdsong's other parents, Sister Donnie Wright, a missionary from the Church of God on Poston Street, Clarksville, Tennessee, St. Francis of Assisi, Robin Birdsong, and her husband, and Donnie's husband, Wilbur Wright, who co-created the Kitty Hawk, the first mechanical bird, as Orville Wright of St. Francis of Assisi Residence 3 projection in 2009 called their aircraft projection of Jesus Christ has been reborn. No, that's not right. Sing Birdseye's projection of Jesus Christ. He's a brother. Orville Wright is a brother of the projection of Jesus Christ, Sing Birdsong, has been reborn as her daughter. Yes, Sister Donnie Wright has been reborn as her daughter, Robin Birdsong, and her son, Sing Birdsong. These are her other parents, Robin Birdsong and Sing Birdsong. Whoa, did you get that? Donnie Wright and Will Wright were the Michelle Birdsong's other parents. They have been reborn as her son and her daughter, Sing Birdsong and Robin Birdsong. Okay, is that clear? Sing Jesus Christ, 21st century. Where are you? There he is. Govinda Singh. Look at that. They're looking at each other. The Buddha, St. Nicholas, Santa Claus, St. Valentine has named his wife Mary, Eve, the Michelle Birdsong, the best mother in the world. Her mother, now her granddaughter, Jandara, had taught her whatever she chose to be, she just had to be the best. It doesn't matter what you choose to be, she told her. You can be a ditch digger. You just have to be the best ditch digger. She chose to be a mother. The kind of mother she'd have if she had a choice. It's like a do unto others as you'd have them do to you. Okay. Is there anything? Have I left anything out? If I did, I'll make another video. Okay, this is Happy St. Patrick's Day. We celebrated it here. Orlando makes these signs. My son, who was Orville Wright. Yeah, and this is St. Patrick. So, Michael Raker, Carlos Castaneda, and I got him to pose with me in front of this sign, which I sent a copy, a picture of it, to St. Patrick. When do these people realize who they are? digging it. I hope they start loving themselves and giving us love. Okay, this is part 2, signing out. The Holy Royal Family Tree. So long. This is Eve. And say goodbye to Adam. Bye.